Hi guys. When you come into this world as a child, you come into this world without any religion. After you come into this world, you get this label called religion. I got my label because I was born in a Hindu family. And at times I really consider myself very lucky because Hindu religion or Hindu Dharma really allows you to understand your religion in a completely free manner. It also allows you to practice that religion with a lot of freedom. So religion is something that we all ought to know to a certain degree, because most of us will live in religious societies, sometimes extremely religious societies, and you can't really escape the atmosphere or the environment that is controlled by religions. Well, the word religion has come from the West. In India, it is also called Dharma. But it is not exactly the same. Dharma is a right way of living. It mostly covers your duties, your obligations. So, for example, if I see a poor man and if I think that it is my duty to help him, he is in need, then I would say it is my dharma to help him. But you will not say it is my religion to help him. That is the kind of difference between religion and dharma. Religion has a lot of do's and don'ts from the holy books for that matter, and dharma doesn't have that. It is the right way of living. Now, in Hindu Dharma, there are a lot of words that are used, and sometimes we don't understand the exact meaning of those words. But it is important for us to understand the correct meaning of those words so that there is no confusion. For example, the word Hinduism. Now, what is Hinduism? Hinduism is the theology part of Hindu Dharma. So you have Vedas, Upanishads. Upanishads are part of Vedas, but they are mentioned separately because they are very, very important. For me, Upanishads and understanding Upanishads is everything connected to Hinduism. Of course, someone else's perception can be different. His approach could be different, and that's fair. I mean, everybody can have his own approach towards understanding his own religion. Then you have, of course, Bhagavad Gita, the most important text after Vedas, because Bhagavad Gita is one text that has reached maximum number of people, more than Vedas, and has really enriched lives of millions of people. So that is Hinduism. Then the word that you get to hear a lot of times is called Hindutva. Hindutva is Hindu-ness. So anything related to Hindu heritage or your mannerism, the way you connect with your people, the way you connect with your land, the way your habits are, your heritage is, that's Hindutva. So moving on, if you want to know more about theology, one should study Vedas and Upanishads and Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So starting with Vedas, I have to first of all tell you that I am not a yogi or an ascetic or a sannyasi or a sadhu who is a master on this subject. I am just another person like you, maybe a little more curious, and I have some background in philosophy, history, psychology, architecture and music. But I am just trying to understand my own religion, and it is my own journey. And your journey is your journey, completely different, completely unique, and my journey is my journey, which is completely unique and completely different. Or maybe similar also, I don't know. So talking about Vedas, Vedas can be considered as a structured document, but not exactly structured, because the way Vedas are written is pretty poetic. There are 4 Vedas: Rigveda, Atharvaveda, Yajurveda, Samveda. Now when I say Vedas are kind of structured, I mean to say that there are two layers. The first layer consists of two things, Samhita and Brahman. Together they form something called Karmakand. It is believed that if we follow Karmakand correctly, then one is on the right path to heaven. Then the second layer. Second layer consists of Aranyakas and Upanishads. Aranyakas and Upanishads together they are considered as Jnana-kand. Both these chapters, they give you a lot of knowledge and wisdom from Vedas. And if you follow that path of Jnana-kand, then it is believed that you will reach moksha. That is final liberation from the sorrows of this planet. Now we go back to individual chapters or sections that I mentioned in Vedas. The first section, of course, is Samhita. What is there in Samhita? In Samhita, you will see matters that are connected to hymns, mantra, yajna, and the other rituals. And in Brahman, which comes after Samhita, it contains, I beg your pardon, matters that are related, that covers the explanation part of rituals. Then we go to Aranyakas. In Aranyakas, you have meditation. Everything connected to meditation, going into wilderness and doing meditation in complete silence. That is Aranyakas. Because when you are in human society or when you are in your community, then your mind is always preoccupied. Your mind is not completely open. So you go to wilderness, sit in complete silence in nature, and you meditate. And all our wiser people, ancient people, they believe that by doing so, all parts of your brain, they really open up to receive wisdom in the right manner. So for example, if you have already received some great information or knowledge or wisdom, if you meditate in wilderness in complete silence, that wisdom itself will evolve into something much more precious and better, more valuable. Or if you are stuck in receiving some sort of wisdom, then in that kind of situation, immediately you will start receiving that wisdom, which in that area where you have you found yourself being stuck. That's Aranyakas. So meditation in wilderness is an amazing aspect, and that further leads to Upanishads. Upanishads, for me, as I said earlier, is the most important part of Hindu religion. If you understand Upanishads, you get it all. So Upanishads are basically the last part of Veda. That is why Upanishads are also called Vedant, the end part of Vedas. It is the condensed wisdom of Vedas. It is the concluding part of Vedas. It is the essence of Vedas, but they are not very easy to understand. So let's talk about Upanishads more. Upanishads, there are 108 Upanishads, out of which 10 to 11 Upanishads are available to us thanks to Shankaracharya, who wrote commentary on this 10 to 11 Upanishads and explained to us the meaning of those Upanishads. Upanishads are written in a kind of, abstract, poetic, philosophical, and aphoristic manner. When I say aphoristic manner, I have to explain the word aphorism. Aphorism means If something is explained to you in, let's say, 3 pages, then aphoristic style is you say the same thing in 3 lines. What is written in 3 pages is written in 3 lines, compressing it intensely but not losing the meaning of it. That is aphorism. So Upanishads are written in that style. And again, when you have philosophy, abstract, poetic stuff involved, then it is not easy for a common man to understand. So to understand Upanishads on your own, you need an evolved mind, a certain level of spirituality, high intelligence, great IQ. So some people, they understand the meaning of Upanishads on their own. Some people need external help. You can go out, seek wisdom from people, those who know more than you, like a guru. And sometimes, you get information from nature. I mean, believe me, that is also possible. So that comes to the next stage, where how a common man can understand the meanings of Upanishads. That is where a true guru comes into picture. The word Upanishad basically means sit down near. It directly connects to the Guru Shishya Parampara of Hindu religion. Okay, now when I say Hindu religion, it also means Sanatan Dharma, Hindu Dharma, Vedic Dharma. So in Sanatan Dharma, Guru's role is very important, because the true Guru has all the wisdom, and he can really transform your life into something much better. So when a disciple comes and sit down at Guru's feet, then he has already shed a lot of his ego. So now Guru is going to check whether the disciple has shed all his ego. Has he come with true intentions to seek that wisdom? Has he reached a great level of awakeness in his thinking? Has he reached an amazing level of consciousness, a higher level of consciousness to absorb all the wisdom that I'm going to give him? Is he going to distribute this wisdom for the betterment of our humanity, or is he going to be selfish and going to do it to increase his power? So there's a great responsibility on Guru's shoulders, and Guru is going to judge and make sure that the disciple is ready for this wisdom. And only after getting satisfied that the disciple is ready to receive this wisdom, Guru is going to dispense that wisdom to his disciple. That is the role of a Guru. So Guru is very important for people, those who need that external help. And if you get a fake Guru, you are in trouble, because you are not going to get the real wisdom. In fact, you will be thrown on a path which will take you to something disastrous, and you will waste a lot of time. But what happens if your IQ is not that great, you're not that intelligent, you're burdened with a lot of matters that are connected to survival, suffering, day-to-day matters of life, drudgery, being busy all the time. You are not going to understand the meanings of Upanishads on your own. You are not going to get a guru. You need a simple way to understand the treasure, all the wisdom that is available in Vedas and Upanishads. So what is your choice? Your choice is Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagwan Shri Krishna, who was a known Vedic scholar, he was known as an expert on Vedic knowledge, has dispensed Vedic knowledge or Vedic wisdom, weaved into a narrative which is a dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna, and that can be understood by anybody. I mean, even a child can understand the message and the importance of knowledge which he has woven into that dialogue, because very smartly that information and that hidden message is woven into life events or matters that are related to life. For example, most events are connected to brothers and sisters, brothers and cousins, power struggle, matters related to families, matters related to war, which is like everybody's aware of. So you are not spoon-fed by knowledge, or you're not spoon-fed the wisdom part, but you are told a story, and through that story you automatically, subconsciously, you understand and you absorb the wisdom which is there in Vedas and Upanishads through Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Now, I'm also going to share two biggest takeaways from my journey, from my discoveries. You can, of course, will have your own discoveries from your own journey, and you can also share it in my comments in the section below. My two biggest discoveries are, the first discovery is the importance of dhyan or meditation. When I started doing dhyan or meditation, I realized that I started seeing problems or challenges in my life in a completely different light. I mean, that kind of angle I never had before. I'm not saying that I found solutions to my challenges. I'm just saying that I got a completely new angle to look at it, and that angle was very positive. And it started slowly resolving all those problems. There are no easy solutions. We all know that. Second discovery or second takeaway for me is, my Atma is uniquely connected. I mean, my Atma has a special and unique connection with the whole of Brahma. Listen to me carefully. This is a very profound thing. And my experience is not going to be sufficient for you. You need to experience it yourself. Because just you cannot experience this stuff by listening to what I am saying. You need to experience it yourself. So my unique connection, my special bond, my Atma's special bond with the whole of Brahma is really empowering. And once you are empowered with that wisdom, you get answers to a lot of questions that are connected to life, death, and your own existence. So guys, all the best to your own journey, to your own discoveries, because it is going to be fantastic and you are going to learn a lot of things. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Thank you so much. Namaste. Bye-bye.